Good morning, KELOLAND. It is now 8 minutes ahead of the hour. Here's a check on our top stories. The South Dakota Highway Patrol is investigating an early morning crash on Interstate 29. Authorities say the crash happened around 1:15 this morning near the Baltic exit. The interstate was closed while a medical helicopter landed at the scene to airlift at least one patient to the hospital. Now, at this time, we do not know how many people were involved in the crash or their conditions. The interstate is now back open to traffic. A science teacher from Memorial Middle School in Sioux Falls has been reunited with the diamond she lost off of her wedding ring thanks to the help of a little girl. Tina Sayasavan lost the diamond on Tuesday at Pettigrew Elementary, where she was attending her daughter's concert. But on Thursday, 5-year-old Alani Frankman, a student at Pettigrew, discovered Sayavasa's diamond.
Doesn't surprise me, though.
Why not?
She's very sweet and pays attention to detail. She's always thinking about others.
And it turns out Alani's mother was high school friends with Sayasavan's husband. Well, as doctors urge people to get the vaccine and the booster ahead of the holidays, they're trying to stress just how full their hospitals are right now with both COVID-19 patients and people with other illnesses.
We normally can hold about 450 people in our main medical center, and we had 460-something 3 times this week. Now, we are managing to make it through those days, but I will also tell you that as we make it through those days, it would be tremendously helpful if we didn't have as many people in the hospital with COVID.
Now, coming up on a special Health Beat edition of Inside KELOLAND, we talk with doctors from Sanford and Avera about the surge in COVID-19 patients and what you and your family should consider before gathering for the holidays. That's coming up this morning at 9 o'clock and then again Sunday night at 10:30 right here on KELOLAND TV. Scott?
And in weather this morning, we're following snow showers again this morning across northeastern South Dakota. KELOLAND Live Doppler HD able to show that from Aberdeen to the south through Redfield, looking at some snow showers for this morning. I think these will quickly move to the east and southeast. I don't think we'll have the persistent snow of what we had yesterday into northeastern South Dakota. So that's good news, considering we had near a foot in Hecla and Britain. Britain actually came in at a foot of snowfall. So the amounts here will stay less than an inch, I think, for many locations in northeastern South Dakota, as well as southeastern KELOLAND. This thin band of snow trying to move from Sioux Falls through southwestern Minnesota. So that will continue to travel to the southeast. As colder air comes in from the northwest, able to squeeze out whatever moisture we have available to give us our snow chances this morning. We'll have a decrease in cloud cover, but remaining cold. Temperatures today probably in the teens, many locations, if not the teens, the lower 20s. There will be an exception across western South Dakota. Rapid City may actually hit 30. I think everybody will be warmer tomorrow, and that will come with stronger southerly winds. I think those winds will pick up as we go through the day tomorrow. Notice how we'll have the 30s into eastern KELOLAND. 40 and 50-degree weather should be common in central and western South Dakota for Sunday. Then as we go through Christmas week, very important week here, a lot of traveling going on. It looks like mostly dry skies until we hit the end of the week. I added that 20% chance maybe for a light wintry mix here across eastern South Dakota. That will move through. What about Christmas Day? There's a chance for some Christmas snow now across eastern parts of northern South Dakota. We'll continue to follow this. It all depends how much energy is available, how much moisture is available, and what's going on with our temperatures, too, as to who gets the snow and who gets the wintry mix here. But right now, it looks like there may be a wintry mix across southeastern KELOLAND. Then, during the last week of the year, things will probably change. That cold air in Canada will eventually invade the upper plains here. At the same time, we have this trough trying to dig across the southwestern United States. This is typically a good setup to see a snowstorm, and we'll see if that happens going into that last week of the year. In the meantime, today, it looks like we'll have a couple of snow showers this morning, followed by a decrease in cloud cover, as temperatures will be cold. Numbers in the teens for afternoon highs, if not the teens, and expect numbers in the 20s. Single digits and teens for overnight lows tonight, and then our forecast tomorrow showing that we will have warmer temperatures with numbers in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. So your 7-day forecast, temperatures in the 30s as we go through much of next week. We'll watch that light wintry mix chance we have there on Friday, day 7. Northeastern South Dakota, also that chance for a light wintry mix for Christmas Eve on Friday. Temperatures hold in the 30s as we go through next week. In central South Dakota, temperatures here, we go from 46 tomorrow to the 30s for Christmas week. and western South Dakota. High of 52 tomorrow, then after that we'll cut off about 20 degrees into Monday, 30s and 40s as we go beyond Monday. That's look at KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast, Barry.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Be sure to check out KELOLAND.com, where we'll be posting KELOLAND on the go in just a few minutes from now. That's our time for this morning. Stay tuned next for CBS News Saturday Morning. Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. The South Dakota Highway Patrol is investigating an early morning crash on Interstate 29. Authorities say the crash happened around 1:15 this morning near the Baltic exit. The interstate was closed while a medical helicopter landed at the scene to airlift at least one patient to the hospital. At this time, we do not know how many people were involved in the crash or their conditions. The interstate is now back open to traffic. A science teacher from Memorial Middle School in Sioux Falls has been reunited with the diamond she lost off of her wedding ring thanks to the help of a little girl. Tina Sayavasan lost the diamond on Tuesday at Pettigrew Elementary, where she attended her daughter's concert. But on Thursday, 5-year-old Alani Frankman, a student at Pettigrew, discovered Sayavasan's diamond.
Doesn't surprise me, though.
Why not?
She's very sweet and pays attention to detail. She's always thinking about others.
It turns out Alani's mother was high school friends with Sayavasan's husband. Well, it's a big weekend for the Jackrabbit football team, but long before the action gets underway on the football field, the betting action is already gearing up ahead of SDSU's playoff game this afternoon against Montana State. Bettors have been placing wagers on the game at the Betfred Sportsbook at Grand Falls Casino. The SDSU game is expected to generate 10% of today's total handle, amounting to thousands of dollars in wagers.
I think it's going to be a good action-packed game. It could be close, but you know, it'll be interesting. I know the line is -5 in favor of SDSU, and you know, you got to go with the home team. So you know, go Jacks, right?
Some fans at the casino say they bet on SDSU out of team loyalty, but others in the sportsbook say they avoid betting on college games because they can be so unpredictable. Let's get our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Scott Munt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning, Perry. Good morning, KELOLAND. A couple of flurries, light snow showers in the northeastern South Dakota as well as southeastern KELOLAND. Things should remain light, so we are looking at these to move through during the morning hours. Then we'll have sunshine for this afternoon. KELOLAND Live Doppler HD in the northeastern South Dakota from Aberdeen, the Redfield. These are traveling to the east and to the southeast. But the snowfall amounts, rather impressive. You know, 2 to maybe up to 8 inches according to radar estimates. But we actually had a couple of reports coming in at around a foot. Britain, 5 miles east of Britain, around a foot. 7 miles northwest of Hecla, 11 inches. Sisseton, just under 10. Webster came in at 4 and Aberdeen came in at 4. And the additional amounts this morning will stay less than an inch, but some impressive snowfall amounts in northeastern South Dakota. Temperatures this morning, they're cold in western and central South Dakota. Rapid City, 1 below in Phillip. We have 3 in Pierre and 0 in Mobridge. You throw in the wind, and we're talking wind chills below 0. -14 Pierre and Chamberlain, -13 for that wind chill in Mobridge. So our forecast today is for a cold afternoon. Temperatures in the teens and 20s for highs. We'll go with a decrease in cloud cover in eastern KELOLAND. We'll have a high of 30 today in Rapid City. Numbers will warm for tomorrow, and I'll have more details on that coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Well, a unique rodeo has made its return to the WH Lyon Fairgrounds in Sioux Falls. Competitors from across the region, stretching from Kansas to Wyoming, make up the 20 teams participating in the Rodeo Extravaganza. The main event is a ranch rodeo, which the promoter says is growing in popularity.
I think it's just because it's so different, and people that necessarily don't have to go down the road rodeoing all the time, they can just come and do this and show their ranch chores and how good they can do it.
The ranch rodeo gets underway at 6:30 p.m. in the Expo Center of the fairgrounds and includes trailer loading, branding, wild cow milking, and a rawhide race. Admission is $10, free for kids 6 and under. Win prizes while jamming to your favorite Christmas carols during reindeer games at the Midco Aquatic Center. The fun goes from 2:30 to 4. The cost is an active swim pass or a daily admission. Bronze Age Art Casting on North Weber Avenue in Sioux Falls is hosting Fire and Ice 2021, featuring an outdoor molten iron pour plus ice sculptures. The free event goes from 5:30 to 8. Santa Claus will be at the Lewis Drug at 37th and Minnesota from 11 to 2. Santa and his reindeer will be at the Lewis at 69th and Louise from 3 to 6. And the Stampede hockey team takes on the Lincoln Stars. The puck drops at 6:05 at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Scott?
And in weather this morning, we continue to follow these light snow showers and flurries in northeastern KELOLAND. They'll slide to the southeast, as well as these flurries and snow showers in southwestern Minnesota, parts of southeastern South Dakota. The amounts of snow will stay very light. Many locations probably coming in at less than an inch. And then we'll have a decrease in cloud cover as we go through the morning. Today will be cold. Numbers mainly in the teens for afternoon highs, if not the teens, in many locations probably in the 20s. Warmer tomorrow. We'll have an increasing southerly wind for tomorrow. That will help bring in the warmer weather. 30s can be expected across eastern KELOLAND, 50s in the western South Dakota. So for today, with that slow decrease in cloud cover in eastern KELOLAND, expect numbers in the teens and 20s, a high of 30 today, Rapid City. Tonight, numbers will fall to the single digits and teens. And then for tomorrow, will be a warmer day. A little more wind, too, coming in from the south, especially across the east and southeast. And you can always check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great weekend.